Hey, welcome back to the Healthy Living Scottsdale podcast. I'm your host, Coach Zach. I am here with Coach Caden and Coach JC. And today we are talking about exercise snacks, which is probably different than what you think it is. But before we get into it, we want to give a little shout out to a client of the week. And Caden, this was your pick, so I'll let you go ahead.
So shout out of the week goes to Elaine Santos. I just want to say, hey, great job, girl. She's showing up for the 5 a.m. 4 days out of the week, coming in on the weekend days if she ends up missing. Got a positive attitude, always smiling, always looking for the next thing to do. So I just want to say I appreciate you, girl. Keep bringing it.
Yeah. Awesome. I think that says it all. Elaine's awesome, and she's working on her diet and getting that dialed in, and she's just getting after it. So shout out to her. All right. Exercise snacks. So what comes to mind when you hear the term exercise snack, Caden?
Well, when you brought it up the other day, when you said we were going to podcast about this, first thing that came to mind was my Greek yogurts.
Caden eats a Greek yogurt like what, three times a day?
3 cups a day.
3 cups a day, just dispersed throughout. Just keeps you going.
Keeps us going.
Yeah. Is it plain, or you like the fruity kind, or like
mix of it all, you know?
Okay. Mix it up a little bit. You put some like protein powder in there?
Every once in a while. Sometimes some honey on top, granola.
Okay. But most of the time it's just between sessions, so you're just slamming a yogurt cup, you know? What are the brands? Chobani? What do you like? What's your go-to?
Oikos.
Oikos. Okay. Shout out to Oikos. Not sponsored by Oikos. JC, what are exercise snacks? At least the kind we're talking about today.
Exercise snacks are, I was telling Kate and I were talking about it earlier. So exercise snacks are based off of a study. I don't know who performed the study, but it was discussed on another podcast. They had done a study that had kind of, I guess, like mimicked like the American like workday. Like someone, like if you think about like the typical like American like worker, like they're in their office for 8 hours a day, like they're sedentary, like they're just sitting at their desk for that 8 hours and then they go home, whatever. So the experiment is based off of that, and so what they did is they had the person perform like just different bouts of exercise. I think in their experiment, it was like running up a flight of stairs or something for like 20 seconds, like no more than 20 seconds. They would just do that like every 4 hours, and that's what they called their exercise snack. And I think they performed that 20-second bout. It was like every 4 hours, and I believe they performed it like maybe 3 days a week for like 6 to 8 weeks, like at a time or something. So the idea was that they were able to fit in just these like really short bursts of exercise, something that just got their heart rate up very fast just for like 20 seconds, and they were able to repeat that multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah, and the results of the study were, I mean, pretty fascinating, right? There was an increase in VO2 max. There was, I believe, like an increase in muscular endurance output. And then some other like health markers, as far as, let's see, like I think, you know, blood pressure, and maybe like AC1 and or blood glucose levels, not AC1, blood glucose levels. And so there were just some like improvements overall on things. And so it was really interesting because it's like, you know, how often do you hear from people, I just don't have time to work out, right? And we're talking about 20-second, you know, basically no warm up. It's just something that you can do, you know, you just jump right into, you go hard and fast safely, right, for 20 seconds. In the study, they used stairs, like going up and down the stairs for, I think, you know, it was like 20 to 40 seconds. But very short, very quick. And then overall, like, see some pretty decent improvements in health, right? In fitness level, just from that. And so it kind of eliminates to some degree the thought that, hey, I'm just like too busy to work out, right? And I would say, like, I would tell people, you know, I'll preface the rest of our episode of like, you need to work out. This isn't like an excuse not to do it, but you get busy, things come up, you travel, right? All of these things that get in the way of your routine. And so really with the study, it was like, hey, all we're going to do, we're not going to change anything about your routine. We're not going to change anything about your work day. We're not going to build in a new workout program. All we're going to do is just add these 20-second, sprints basically for like every 4 hours in your day. And we saw overall like pretty decent improvements from that. Caden.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So it doesn't have to be stairs, right? Like what are some other things that people could do if they don't have access to a staircase, but just like building this into their day?
Burpees.
She goes to burpees.
Burpees, love those. Burpees. If you've got like a bike at home or something, that's really easy to do. Just sprint on the bike for like
Jump
20
on a
seconds.
bike. Yeah. Jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks, yeah. The mode of exercise doesn't really matter. It's just as long as they can like elevate their heart rate very quickly and it's short, something they can repeat multiple times throughout the day, multiple times a week, then yeah, whatever they're doing, it doesn't really matter.
What would you guys recommend for somebody that's traveling? Like I know Caden, we did this episode not that long ago about, how to stay on track while you're traveling. What would you say, like just in a hotel room, somebody's outside of their routine, they don't have access to a gym. What are some things that they could do just like built in throughout the day as exercise snacks?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think push-ups and body weight squats are two super nice, easy ones that you can really do anywhere, even on your way into the airport. Go ahead and hit a few push-ups as soon as you walk in. But I'll say push-ups, sit-ups. You can even do like a minute of push-ups or 30 seconds of push-ups, minute of breather, 30 seconds of squats, and you can do like a little 3-4 round circuit of that. Probably knock it out in 10 minutes and you can be up and going for the rest of your day.
Not even, right?
Yeah.
Not even 10 minutes. I'm glad you said push-ups because there's been a couple of studies now that have come out of Canada, and it's like there's cardiovascular snacks and there's muscular endurance snacks. So like a push-up, right, would be like a muscular endurance thing. Hey, I'm knocking out as many reps as I can in a very short period of time. And like that's my snack for the day. And we're going to see increases. You do that multiple times a day, maybe 3 times a week. And it's like you're going to see an increase in the amount of push-ups that you can do. So if you get a baseline, right, and you're like, okay, I started my day off and I did 20 push-ups in 20 seconds. And then you wait 4 hours and you do it again and maybe did like 18, right? Decrease a little bit. And then maybe the third time it's like 15. And then you do that 3 times a week. And then you should see that number of push-ups increase pretty steadily just by implementing that in. And that's a great thing because like sitting is terrible for you. Being sedentary is terrible for you, for your health, for your cognitive function, right? Like the easiest way to get energy and increase your energy is just move your body, right? It's like if you're sitting at your desk and you're starting to feel like lethargic, like you need a little pick-me-up, a little caffeine, maybe JC a little like pre-workout, you want to dry scoop a little pre-workout. The easiest thing to do is like just, go do 20 seconds of jumping jacks, 20 seconds of push-ups, 20 seconds of squats, something like that. And then immediately you're going to feel better. And I think the study also had like some sort of cognitive improvement that was documented as well, as far as like productivity goes. So again, guys, it's not rocket surgery, it's not something that we need to overly complicate. It's just like, pick the stairs, right? Like there's something to that. Like if you're going into the office building, be like, hey, I know it's going to take me 30 seconds to get up these stairs. I'm going to go up as fast as I possibly can. And then you're going into your office, you took the stairs, right? And then boom, now all of a sudden my brain has a little spark of energy. I'm ready to work. I'm going to be a little more productive. And I just improved my health. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Let me go down the hall. Like it might look weird, but like you could sprint down the hall, right? And go to the bathroom and then sprint back. And now all of a sudden it's like that. Those are little exercise snacks. It's just choosing to do things at a really fast pace, dispersed throughout your day. And you're going to see a lot of health benefits from that. straightforward, simple. Anything you guys want to add?
I guess the only addition that I would say that like I actually used in the past before is just in day to day going to the grocery store. Choose a farther away parking spot. You're going to get extra steps in going into the grocery store, coming out of the grocery store, doing your errands on the day. Choose the far parking spot.
Choose the far parking spot. Get the car, like put the cart away, like be a decent human being.
Yeah, you know, put it away.
Put it away. Put it in at least the cart thing. And then you could also, you could sprint and then jump on the cart and ride it. And it's fun. And that gives you a little bit of, a little bit of cardiovascular exercise, but also probably brings down the stress level a little bit because you're having fun riding through the parking lot. I still do that. I'm a grown man. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just jump on this cart, ride it around. Same. Because it's really, again, it's fairly simple. Like just, mix in 20 seconds of exercise every 4 hours throughout your day. Doesn't have to be a lot. Doesn't, do it safely. Obviously you're not warming up. It's like, just give yourself 20 seconds, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, staircase, whatever, go hard and fast, and then off to your day, right? It doesn't have to take that much. And I would challenge everybody do that for, 4 weeks and see what changes, because you'll probably be pretty surprised. All right, that's all we got for you. We'll be back next week with more great stuff. Thank you so much for listening to the Healthy Living Scottsdale podcast. Do you have a question that you'd like for us to answer live on the podcast? If so, all you need to do is head over to the Apple Podcast app on your iPhone and do 3 simple things. First, leave us a rating and review telling me what you think of the podcast. In that review, ask anything you want related to health, fitness, or nutrition. And if you want a shout out, leave us your Instagram handle or name. That's all you have to do. Then listen to hear your questions answered live on the next Q&A episode.